EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill. Bravo.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Go, go. 180. I got you. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Wentz to throw again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Kill. Topper!
Again, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, come on out here. Come on, shorty. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Wentz now on first down. This is caught. A nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Go. 120.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Done.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Touchdown, defense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
53 to Mike. 53.
On 1st down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, shoot.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
There we go. Back. 180. Wrap.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Check.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Sunday. Hey, orbit.
Wentz now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go.
88.
First down, Packers.
Inside. Smoke.
53 is the mic. You go right now. Tell me right now.
Box it.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit. Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Drop deep. Tyson. He's checking. 74. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Second and 10 now from the 27. Rodgers now going to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing his Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Get 300. Get 300. 53 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side, Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you. Live.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
88. Go.
To throw is Rodgers, operating from the gun. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers again now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, exit.
Rodgers to throw once more. And able to find Graham, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Get him. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Inside.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
$26.
53. Mike. Bring it.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the third quarter. And interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
It's going to be a long day. Showing up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Waiting. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch it. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Sanders. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. 180! That's great 57.
Two times. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll go again with Sanders. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Great 15.
Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now is Wentz, and that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check it out, read. 49. Go. Check 49. Here. 29 is the mic. Where's 5-7? Stay with you.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. We got that.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Sanders toss left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I